Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course, in the series, I just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering an upcoming collaborative release. What I'm going to be covering is the collaboration between Palace Skateboards and Umbro, as they are collaborating for week 6 of Palace's Spring 2024 collection. Yeah, you heard me right, guys. Long-time collaborator with Palace Skateboards, Umbro, is collaborating once again for the 6th week of Palace's Spring 2024 season. And in today's video, we're going to be covering everything to do with that. We're going to be covering the release details, the editorial, and all the individual pieces releasing this week. How are we going to cover that? Well, normally we would use a hypebeast article, but I actually don't post a lot of content covering Palace and Supreme drops these days. Still Supreme, but Palace is actually few and far between. Generally, they just post the drop list for the week and call it a day. Or at least I've seen over the past couple weeks. So we're going to have to use Palace Skateboards' online store and just cover the article that they've posted there to cover the release, which is fine. We'll head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for this collaboration. Here we are at the Palace post covering this collaboration. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you guys want to check it out yourselves. We'll quickly cover these release details for this week though, and then we'll dive into the editorial. So the collaboration is releasing Friday, March 8th in these various different time zones here. We've got it releasing on the Saturday for Asia. It's getting released in Japan, Korea, and China. If you guys have any further questions on when and where it's dropping, drop them in the comment section below. But that is all the release details there. It's dropping on its regular drop time and date of a Friday or Saturday for Asia. Now that we've covered the release details for this collaboration, we've got to cover the pieces. Let's dive in and we'll start checking out the editorial for this collaboration. So yeah, we unfortunately can't cover the individual photos, like I'm clicking into them and nothing's really happening from it. So we're just gonna have to kind of look at it from this angle here. So we can see this first image of a collaborative soccer jersey being made for it, collaborative socks as well, a full tracksuit by the looks of it, a very simple tracksuit I might add, but it's nice. It's nice, nothing wrong with it. It's just a nice tracksuit. Then we've got what looks to be a potential sweatsuit collaboration as well. So it looks like a crew neck sweater here. It looks like the track pants once again. I don't know if they're doing sweatpants for this collaboration, but so far, just from the first 3 images, it does feel like a very authentic Umbro collaboration with Palace. I guess a little bit more Palace spice added to it would be making it a little bit more interesting. Like, I get that they're throwing their logo on it, but maybe we could have had some more fun here. Moving down to the next lot of images, we have a collaborative cap releasing and being showcased. Another color of the tracksuit. Looks like a more toned down version of the collaborative jersey, which I really like the just single colored ones there. Scrolling further on down, we get another shot of, I think, the same jersey, although it's hard to tell because I don't know what the front of it's going to look there. It must be because that's the back of the one that we saw earlier. So there we go. I guess my hesitation comes from is that this one looked really tight on this individual wearing it, but then this individual wearing it was very loose. So I was just wondering if it was the same piece. It looks like it is. Looks like we're getting more collaborative socks, another jersey being done. And that's really everything that's kind of being showcased to us in the editorial. How do I feel about the collaboration so far? I think the pieces are fine. It does feel like a Umbro Palace collaboration, although I suppose you could achieve that very easily just by doing a tracksuit and sweatsuit combo. Definitely works out pretty well by doing that. But yeah, I think this is fine. I think this ticks the boxes, you know. Let's go check out the individual pieces though. Let's dive in and check them out in their individual product photos and kind of see how they shape up. Here are the product photos showcasing what is releasing in this collaboration. It's a lot more than we got shown in the editorial, which is good. It's always good, and that's most likely going to be the case most of the time. So to kick it off with, we have the the tracksuit combo that we have here, coming in a navy. I was going to say white, but it looks more like a gray. Kind of hard to put a pin on what color that is. And a black. I think the tracksuit combo is really nice. I would buy that if I had the pants and jacket to match. It's a nice piece, or a nice suit, I should say. A nice tracksuit releasing in this collab. Moving further on down, I thought that the crew neck sweater meant that we were going to get sweatpants, so we'd have a sweatsuit, but it looks like they've gone with some shorts instead. Still a very nice look, feels very authentic to the collaboration, and feels very, I guess, UK as well. Yeah, I like it. I like the combination there. I don't think I would buy the crew neck sweater unless I had the matching shorts, so they've achieved a look with this release of these pieces, so I think they've done well in that. Moving further on down, we have the jerseys that we saw. I think I'd only be interested in the single colored one. The all over graphic ones that they've done here. Look, I know that we said I wanted a little bit of Palace spice added to the collaboration, but this isn't exactly what I had in mind. Yeah, definitely interested in the single colored one. The other two, not so much. Moving on down, we have the collaborative caps releasing with something on the brim written on them. Probably Umbro, they're written there as well. Collaborative logos on the caps there, nice color offerings, no complaints from me on that one. We've got some beanies releasing, same colors as the hats, collaborative logos on the beanies there. Yeah, it's a nice piece. I like it because Umbro's logo just looks like a graphic or a shape, so it actually works quite well to have Palace's logo here than their logo behind it. I think that's a cool way of approaching it. Moving on down, we have two sets of socks. From my understanding, judging by how this looks, these look to be soccer socks, which feels very authentic for this collaboration. And then we just get our normal shorter socks, I should say. In only two colors though, not the three that the soccer socks got released in, just in case anyone was worried. Yeah, no, these are fine. I think all the socks are fine. I think I'd be only interested in the normal ones. I don't play soccer, so something like this not going to be appealing to me, but it does feel authentic to the collaboration to have something like this releasing. But yeah, that is all the individual pieces releasing in this week. How do I feel about the Umbro Palace collaboration for week 6? It feels authentic. I like the color offerings. They've done very well to keep it as versatile as possible. The jerseys were a bit of a miss for me because of the graphics, but the middle one is okay. I think all in all, it's very safe. It feels like the collaboration and what it's set out to be. It's okay. It's passable, I would say. But I have no beef with it, and it's definitely not for me because, well, it's not for me personal style wise because I wouldn't wear something like this regularly, but I could definitely see it appealing to both the audiences of both brands, and I think it's going to work quite well for them. So that's why I feel like it's going to be quite successful in that regard. Just not for me though, because I wouldn't really wear this style, but yeah, each to their own, I suppose. But I'd love to hear your guys' takes on this week 6 collaboration. Is it a hit for you? Is it a miss for you? This will be releasing alongside some seasonal pieces for week 6, so stay tuned for the drop list video for that. But I would love to hear your thoughts on these collaborative pieces down in that comment section below. But that is the whole collaboration covered, guys. We covered the release details, the individual pieces, the editorial, and now I'd love to hear from you on what you're going to be picking up from this collaboration. Are you keen on picking up the tracksuit, maybe the crew neck sweater and shorts combo, or maybe you just want a nice pair of socks to remember the collaboration? I'd love to hear all your thoughts and what pieces you're going to be picking up from this collaboration down in that comment section below. Of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace collaborations, weekly drops, everything like that, you know what I'm going to ask you for. I'm going to ask you for the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below. And if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is to subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,830 subscribers before the end of March. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of the month. But I think that's everything I have to add about this collaboration though, guys. I do feel like it's an authentic collaboration, which ticks all the boxes for the audience that will come to these two brands. I just think I feel a bit negatively towards it because it's not for me. That's fine that it's not for me because it's not meant to be for me. It's meant to be for the two audiences that are coming to this collaboration. And I think it achieves exactly what it needs to achieve. But that's just how I feel about it. I'd love to hear how you feel about it down in that comment section below. And until the next Palace video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next drop list video in general, I'll catch you later.